This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the president and CEO of Millrock Resources, live from the field, Mr. Greg Beischer. Greg, how are you?
I'm doing great, Gerardo, up here in Fairbanks, and everything's going great. Sorry if there's a little road noise, but I'm just in the vehicle traveling now to Treasure Creek project north of Fairbanks, where everything's in full gear right now after a bit of an orientation week last week with a crew that's going to be collecting a lot of soil samples. So everything's moving full steam ahead.
I appreciate you taking the call on the road between Alaska and the news today out of Mexico. You have a lot on your plate right now. Let's get to today's news and talk about that a bit. You announced an agreement for the El Picacho project in Sonora, Mexico. It's a gold project, and I'd love for you to explain kind of the thinking behind it and how this fits with your project generator model, right?
Sure thing, Gerardo. I think it's actually a great example of what can happen in the generator model. And I'll just give you the history on El Picacho. One of our geologists in Sonora used to work nearby at the San Francisco gold mine, which is about 15 kilometers away. And he'd known about these prospects to the west of the mine, and convinced me and the board of Millrock to acquire claims over the property from local ranchers, Senors Suarez, very nice people. And we began exploring the claims, and not long after that, we made an agreement with Centerra Gold, big gold company, and they put in, I think, roughly $1 million for us to do all the basic exploration work, soil sampling, geophysical surveys, trenching, and rock sampling. But ultimately, Centerra didn't drill a hole. And the holding cost was getting pretty expensive. And back in 2017, cash was very tight. So we elected to drop our option to purchase the claims from the brothers Suarez. But we kept in good contact with them. Our team in Mexico kept in good contact. We helped them out a little bit with filing of some of their paperwork and whatnot. And now that things are picking up in the gold space, companies are really looking for quality exploration projects. And along came a company called TSX-V, approached us about Picacho. They, I think, thought that we still had it under option. We didn't, but we were able to, because of our good relations, very quickly reinstate the option agreement, and then in turn assign that option to TSX-V in return for royalty interests, which, you know, Millrock's big on. We want to create cash flowing royalty interests, and if we build up a big portfolio of those, that's really going to help the company. And in this particular case, it's a 2% NSR royalty in the event that there's a mine built in production. TSX-V can buy back half of that royalty for $1 million. But importantly for us, there's an advanced minimum royalty payment that'll start after TSX-V has completed the purchase from Senors Suarez. So just a good example of how we've created ourselves a potentially near-term cash flow producing royalty just by being diligent and keeping in good touch with our property holders. So I'm happy with this. I'm happy with our team for being diligent like that. And just another good example of what we're doing to create value for Millrock shareholders.
You're on the road in Fairbanks, Alaska. I can't let you go without asking you about Alaska and how things are coming along there at the multiple projects, right?
Yes, sir. It sure is. First of all, 64 North, Resolution Minerals, the earn-in partner there, is all set up and ready to start drilling again imminently at this time East Pogo prospects, as the name implies, on the east side of the Pogo mine, where last year our team, in conjunction with theirs, discovered some pretty interesting high-grade gold targets. So they'll be drilling over the next month or so, and we'd anticipate results another month after that. Always exciting. It's those drill holes that can result in the discovery that will make all the difference in the world for Millrock. In the interim, we kicked off a big team of people last week in Fairbanks, got everybody tuned up on Millrock's policies, procedures, safety protocols, make sure the whole team will be operating safely. The main thrust at first is to collect several thousand soil samples, in fact, to narrow in on some of the target areas that we've identified. In the meantime, we continue to grow our land holdings in Fairbanks. We're more and more convinced with our partner Felix that Fairbanks has much, much more gold to find, far more than the 16 million ounces that have been mined historically from placer deposits and at the giant Fort Knox gold mine operated by Kinross. So lots of exciting things. Look forward to drilling late in the summer on some of the selected targets in Fairbanks. And that about wraps it up, Gerardo. There's other things brewing in the background, likely to be more funding partners coming in on other projects, and announcements of new projects that we've acquired by staking or making deals. So we've got, at this point, just about every project in the portfolio partnered, and active exploration and drilling, which again, drilling is a thing that can result in the true discovery of a brand new deposit that'll make a world of difference to Millrock's 10-cent share price. So,
well,
we're off.
I know the market is eager for a discovery. I think it'll be well rewarded if it happens, and it sounds like there's going to be a lot of shots on goal in the second half of this year.
That's the size of it, Gerardo.
Perfect.
Thanks very much.
Thanks again for your time, Greg. Drive safe.
Okay, all the best. Bye.